Good morning, CIG Nation. Thank you for joining us for this edition of CIG Sunday Night Live. This edition promises to be an explosive one, and you don't want to imagine what will happen. If you blink, you miss out tonight. So you don't want to blink. Stay glued to your devices. Stay glued to your set. I'm simply Seton, and I won't be doing this alone tonight. I have with me Oluwayomi Ute, who will be co-anchoring with me tonight. You're welcome, boss lady.
Hello, good evening. It's great to be here. Good morning this evening. Welcome. Thank you.
Good to have everybody here. All right. Now, our topic tonight says healthy, wealthy, and wise. And why is that? So we'll be featuring our main guest tonight in person of Mrs. Olufunso Adedokun. And she's going to take us on a journey, and we'll come onto the interactive session. Get your pie cup close to you. Thank God I remember today, I didn't forget. Get it close to you. Tonight is a different night you have never seen. And I can say that again. So, welcome on board. I'm going to introduce our guest by our profile.
Mrs. Olufunso Omolola Adedokun is a professional accountant, a mentor, helper of the less privileged, a wife, a mother, health activist, and an entrepreneur. She obtained her fourth degree from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State in 1991, where she graduated with BSc Economics. Some of her membership qualifications are Fellow Member, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, Fellow Member, Association of Chartered System Accountants, United States, 2014, Member, Association of Financial Professionals, USA, 2010, Masters in Business Administration, IFE, 2012, Postgraduate Program in Artificial Intelligence for Leaders, McCombs School of Business, University of Texas, Austin, USA, 2020. She was the pioneer bursar of one of the private universities in Nigeria. She obtained the following distinctions: Letter of Commendation for services rendered as a member of the committee on the 2008 post-UME screening exercise, Letter of Commendation on behalf of the University Governing Council for selfless service as an accountant in the Bursar Department, 2011, Letter of Commendation for services rendered as a member of the committee on the 2014 post-UTME screening exercise, Letter of Appreciation for the service rendered as a member of an investigating panel, 2015. She received the following awards: Best Paper Award by the Clute Institute 2015 International Academic Business Conference, 2015 International Education Conference held in October 11, 2015 to October 14, 2015 in Las Vegas, USA. Meritorious Award for support towards the Society of Women Accountants of Nigeria, SWAN, 2018. Mrs. Olufunso Adedokun has always been an expert at handling financial matters, and administrative roles. Her desire is to build and create sustainable income for herself and her family while being a supportive wife to her husband, Mr. Festus Adedokun, at the same time to be able to help the less privileged. In her quest for achieving the above goal, she found the Longrich Business Platform in 2019, and it's been amazing ever since. While practicing her profession as the current Deputy Bursar, Budget Control and Management at the University of Ife, she has been focused and consistently grows her Plan B business in partnership with Longrich. Today, Mrs. Adedokun is one of the top leaders in Longrich Bioscience International and co-leader of the Goal Achievers team alongside her husband. Her network members cut across all facets of life. She has qualified for multiple trips, double slots, and car fund worth 7 million. She is happily married to Pastor Festus Adedokun, and they are blessed with wonderful children. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Olufunso Adedokun.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, my leader.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Finally, we got you. Madam Olua, you want to say something? You're welcome, ma'am, formally.
You are most welcome, ma'am. Finally, I agree with Simply Seton. Finally, we have you here. Thank you so much. And we're looking forward to gleaning. We're going to juice you, squeeze, and get so much out of you today. Thank you so much for being on the call today. And welcome to everybody. Get ready for a great time.
Yes, get ready for a great time. Thank you so much, ma'am. So our topic tonight says healthy, wealthy, and wise. So we want to say it in the perspective you want to give us. And yeah, we can see the chat popping up with excitement already. So I'm going to share the slide you sent in so that we'll take it from there, ma'am.
Thank you. Good morning, partners. Good morning, my leaders, my 3SD Eduru. Thank you so much for this opportunity. My leader, Satan, you've been wonderful. And my dear sister, Oluwayomi, you've been doing a great job. I welcome every one of us to tonight's session in this big family, CIG. Without wasting time, the subject matter given to me to discuss with us briefly today has to be its own health, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. Well, I have a number of slides, but I'm going to run through them so that we can have time for some other thing. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. It was Benjamin Franklin, one-time president of the United States of America, that is fond, saying, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. That is his own perspective, and it is very, very correct. When we talk about being healthy, being wealthy, and being wise, we can naturally see the three of them are interwoven. And so all I'm going to do tonight is just to run through, I'll pick each keyword that is healthy, then wealthy, and then wrap it up with being wise. When we say healthy, actually our health is the greatest asset that we have. Everybody wants one thing. Every human being wants one thing, that is freedom. Summarize all human endeavors, everything boiled down to one thing, freedom. And so all we are going to say about being healthy, being wealthy, and wise, and go to zero is on being on freedom, nothing but freedom. Can we run through, please? I pick the first keyword, that is wealth. Let me start from that, wealth, because everybody, that's why we are here, that's why we are in this call. We want to be wealthy. What do we mean by being wealthy? Wealth is the sum total of assets, that is things that you own, that you can call your own, that gives you financial security. Everybody desires security. When we talk about security, the tendency is there for us to think about, freedom from being harmed, hacked down, from being attacked. It's more than that. Financial security is as important as physical security. When we talk about security, we talk about spiritual security, we talk about family security, we talk about social security, mental security, work security, then financial security. It's like a kind of a state of affluence, having abundance of everything. That is the sum total of being wealthy. Let's move on. Health. When we talk about health, I want to zero in the definition of health to WHO definition, because it sums up everything that you can think about as far as health is concerned. Health goes beyond absence of diseases and infirmities in the body. Health is a total man. It's a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being. When you're talking about being healthy, it's not, I don't have a headache, I don't have stomachache. No, everything about you, your social life, your financial life, your life generally, your total being, it is what we refer to as total. Your community has a part to play, your environment has a part to play, your workplace has a part to play, then your body system, your body composition has a part to play. Let's move on. Then health. To this extent, I will just say the summary. Thank God the short video that was played, for us before this session started had even helped me a lot. It tells us health is wealth, and that's where I stand. You can't take one and leave the other. One leads to another. When you are healthy and you are wealthy, then you're a complete man. You have the freedom that I'm talking about. You have the full satisfaction. So health is wealth. How do we mean? Health is wealth, yes. Good health is always the most important asset, like I said earlier, in any man's life. Well, I was saying good health is always the most important asset in a man's life. It is the real jewel of life, the most precious possession of man. If a man loses his health, the whole world loses all its charms to him. He loses all interest about life. So that's how important health is. So health on its own, if you possess your health, you are a wealthy person to a level. A healthy person does not spend money on medicines or visiting doctors all about. And so there is no, when you are healthy, you conserve your wealth. Now, I move on to the third keyword, that is wisdom. I see wisdom as a catalyst that joins health and wealth together. Health and wealth, they are mutually inclusive. You know what that one means? You cannot have one and leave the other. They are not exclusive. They are mutually inclusive. You need both in your life before you can talk about being a man. But it takes wisdom to have both and to be able to retain them. It takes wisdom to make wealth, and you need wisdom to remain healthy. Wisdom is the catalyst that makes a man seize an opportunity to make wealth and be healthy and, take it and agree to accept the opportunity without blinking twice. With wisdom, we take decision. Have you ever seen any man who takes any reasonable, responsive, and profitable decision without wisdom? And we all know, as we are here, we are the products of decisions we have made in time past. In fact, it is our decision that made us to be on call tonight. And you cannot make decisions without wisdom. So we are the products of our decisions in life, including signing up to the platform that brings all of us together. this Longrich, that we are talking about. So wisdom is the principal thing. It's very, very important. Let me continue. Wisdom, I'm still talking about wisdom. The difference between the poor and the rich is what? Is wisdom. That somebody is poor or somebody is rich, it is how we apply ourselves to wisdom. Only the wise take risk. You will agree with me. Only the wise takes risk. And only those who can take risk become wealthy. By my profession, we are taught that the higher the risk you are able to take, the better the return you can have. If you want to be rich, if you want to be wealthy, you must be ready to take risk. And it is only those who are wise that take risk. And if you are not ready to take a risk, you cannot be wealthy, neither can you live a healthy life. Life is risk-taking, and we need wisdom to be able to take those risks. Coming up to a platform like this, signing up to a platform like this, when you have all kinds of negative things all around you, it takes wisdom, and it takes ability to be ready to take a measure of risk. Little wonder employees, that is my category, that's my constituency. Employees, that's salary earners, they are not wealthy. You may ask me why. Why do I have to say that? They don't want to take risk. An average employee will not want to take risk. He's satisfied, he's settled by waiting at the end of the month for somebody to drop a stipend, to drop just just something in his account. He's satisfied. The fear of losing that little drops of kindness, that little drops of pity, he's afraid. He's not ready to take a risk. Because when you call them, when you invite such people, come on this platform, come and join us where you can have the freedom that you are desiring. Everybody wants freedom. But before you can have freedom, you must be ready to take risk. Ask them to come. They are not ready. They rather have to wait and depend on what comes in, at the end of every month. Wisdom is the product of knowledge. I think you know that. Why are we here? Why are we doing well in Longrich? Why do we have testimonies? Because we have knowledge. And ability to apply the knowledge is what we call wisdom. Without knowledge, no wisdom. What do I mean? You sign up for Longrich. Somebody invited you, you sign up, you put money, you now went out to sleep. You feel things will come up like that. You think you will succeed like that. No, you need knowledge. It's when you acquire knowledge. We acquire knowledge through a platform like this, through a forum like this, coming for, for Sunday night meetings like this, and other opportunities. Being ready to invest in yourself, both live seminars, live trainings, online trainings. You acquire knowledge. It is the more of knowledge you acquire, the more of wisdom that comes to you, and the more wealthy you become. And when you are wealthy, you become healthy. If the iron is blunt, Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 10, it says, if the iron is blunt, then it do not whet the edge, then must he put more strength. But wisdom is profitable to direct. What does it mean? You may have knowledge, you may have, you may have skills, yes, acquire skills. But if you don't have the knowledge to apply the skill, you will do much of energy, expelling tasks without commensurate results. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. With all that getting, get understanding. That is the advice of the wise man in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. If we must grow pro in this, our business, and even in every area of our lives, we all need wisdom. Very important. Now, let me bring everything together, the food chain. Be wise. You want to be healthy, you want to be wealthy. In the middle, you need wisdom. A fulfilled life must have both health, wealth, and freedom. So wisdom brings everything together. If you want to be healthy, have wisdom. When you are healthy and you are wise, then you'll be wealthy. When you are wealthy, you'll be able to maintain your health. You can imagine that's how it goes. It's a chain. You cannot live one without, you can't have one without the other. Everything must go together before you can have a fulfilled life. So wisdom is a connecting, is a chain that brings your health and your wealth together. So, my dear, we need to be wise. We need to be wise. So, let me wrap up. Summary of a man's life. I told you it's freedom. It's freedom. We are all looking for freedom. Sum it up. We run scatter, we do this, we do that. What are we looking for? We want to be free. Financial freedom. Freedom in our health. Freedom to do what we want. Freedom to travel. Freedom to take decisions. Freedom to eat what I want to eat, not what I find to eat. Some have wealth. Talk of it, those who work in banks, those who work in highly paid companies, the money is there, but do they have the time to enjoy the wealth? That is lack of freedom. Some other people, they have the freedom, they have all the time to spend, so they don't need to exert their energy. We can say in a way they have the health, but where is the wealth to maintain the health? And at the end of the day, even the health that they have, they lose it. That's lack of freedom. So without freedom, there is no satisfaction. So my mathematics of life is that wisdom with wisdom. The slide, I think the slide is not showing that mathematics is very important. You have in brackets, you have in brackets wisdom outside as a multiplier, and you have wealth plus wealth. Then you have superscripts, time, everything sum up to be. When you work that equation, you have freedom. We are all in need of freedom. So for you to have freedom, you need wisdom, you need wealth, you need health. May God give us wisdom. Can we move on? And where can we find all these three coming together? It's very rare. I've told you, some have wealth. They don't have freedom. They don't have the health. They don't have time, to enjoy what they have. Why some have the freedom, they have the time to do anything, but they don't have the wealth. There is no financial power to really enjoy their health. But in multi-level marketing platform, I have discovered if you are able to run this dream, you are able to be faithful, acquire enough knowledge, apply the wisdom, you can have the three in multi-level marketing, because you stay in the comfort of your comfort environment, and then you expel, then you generate what we call passive income. Take for instance a businessman. If he's not in the business place, that business will not move. A civil servant has somebody else controlling when to wake up, when to sleep, when to do this, when to do that. So it's not balanced, But in our company, in our industry, in multi-level marketing platform, you have all the freedom. You do things at your own will. You do it at the comfort and in your comfort zone, and then you generate what we call passive income. You have your freedom. Even when you're not there, you don't need to be there. You don't need to be at a spot before you make your money. Even when you are sleeping, you are making money. Is that not what we are all looking for? So we are very lucky to be in the industry. And this is 21st century, industry. This is the 21st century business. The earlier we have the wisdom of coming on board, if you have not yet come on board, the better. When I was young, there used to be this UBA ad. It said, wise men bank with UBA. You remember, some of you remember, wise men bank with UBA and we met with UBA, blah, blah, blah. But I want to say, only wise men and women partner with Longrich to achieve the lifelong pursuit of man. Come on board and you will see that you will achieve the freedom that you desire. So I say yes to Longrich 2019. Today, by the grace of God, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, and I think I can say I am wise because I say yes. Now is your turn. If you have not come up, you have been invited to this platform, you have been invited to this call tonight, welcome. It's because you are loved. Say yes, and then I can bet you can be healthy, you will be wealthy, and then you will become wise. So thank you for listening. God bless you.
Wow, wow, wow. That was hot.
Thank you.
That was hot.
And doing it with a short space of time. Thank you so much, Frank.
You're welcome.
Well, let me just unmute them. Let me unmute everybody, please. Wow. Wow.
Short and precise.
You're in a good location. Yeah.
Well done.
Wonderful.
Appreciate
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome presentation. Awesome presentation.
Wow. Fire.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. That was a wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, ma.
Thank you so much, ma. That was simply amazing. And the mathematician in you came out. When I saw that equation, I said, no wonder. It had to be a mathematician talking. Truly, we need to be on this platform to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I'm wondering, for an accountant of your stature to talk about this kind of platform, is this your first platform in multi-level marketing?
No, this is not my first.
Wow.
I've tried my hand because I happen to be somebody who believes people. Because if you are not ready to believe, you will go nowhere. You must be ready to take risk, like I said earlier. And risk takers, they dare things. So I've been introduced to a number of platforms. I've tried them, and I could easily compare them with what I have now. That's why I appreciate Longrich. The difference is clear. Yes.
The difference is clear. I like that.
Yes, it's clear.
So I'm wondering, how did you get on board Longrich?
Wow, that is a story I love to tell. Because by the time 2019, when the invitation to join Longrich came, it was I got it to a point where I was a bit getting pissed off with all this multi-level marketing business or platforms. Pissed off in the sense that, whatever you want to do, wherever I believe in, I want to go all the way out. And I've met a lot of funny experiences and disappointments. So it was my husband that brought the opportunity home through our mentor, Dr. Mrs. Jane Onwumere. Invited my husband, introduced this platform to my husband. When he brought it home, I said, you have never tried multi-level marketing business before. This is the first time you'll be trying your hands on. That's why you're excited. Forget it. I'm not interested. That was my first reaction, But I thank God. I should acknowledge and appreciate him. Despite my reluctance, he went ahead, he signed me up with the other members of the family. But I told him one thing. I said, okay, you said they have products. Bring the products. Let me try my hands on the products. When I try the products, I will know whether I can give it consideration, maybe for consumption. And that's how the whole story started.
Wow. So thank God for him. Thank God for a wise man that knew what to bring home. God bless him. So having tried other platforms before, what's the edge that Longrich has over all the others? Why would you recommend Longrich to anybody and not another one?
Beautiful. I like that question. Longrich is not a multi-level marketing company. I think we should all have that one at the back of our minds. Longrich is different from others. All the other ones that have been introduced to, what they do, their total business package is on multi-level marketing. For Longrich, multi-level marketing is just a department, it's just an arm. To me, it's just a way of, as we are being taught anyway, to give back to the society, just a way of the chairman giving back to the society. So Longrich has a well-grounded, I call it taproot. Longrich is well-grounded. There is a big taproot. And this Longrich Bioscience platform is just a branch. And so when you look at the history, if you know the history of businesses, industries, they are in stages. Longrich has been able to pass through stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. It has come to stay. It has history. And so it cannot easily be put aside or become, because some of the platforms, are tried. One day you try to open your portal, it should not exist. It won't open again. And that's the end of it. Your fund gone, but not with Longrich. That is one. Then number 2, I've tried a platform that worked for me really. But what made me to put it aside is the fact that is this monthly authorship. Monthly authorship. Whether you need the product or not, you must buy every month. If you don't buy those, because I want to be somebody, if I see something good, I want to tell others. Those that we brought in, if they do anything, they have transaction. If you yourself don't buy anything, that's all. You cannot earn anything. Not with Longrich. There was a time I had cartons and cartons of their products. I was giving, and a bottle cost like almost 18,000, and I was giving them out so that I don't pour them away, giving them out free. At the end of the day, what was supposed to earn me financial freedom started draining my finances. I had to call it quit, but not Longrich. Longrich you buy when you need. There is no compulsory authorship. That one is germane. Not only that, you know, this our matrix, 3 by 3. It makes sense. It doesn't allow selfishness and greed. You can only have three legs. Any other effort, we have to go under those 3, on and on. Some other platforms don't like that. You can open as many as possible, just like that, on and on. Oh, yes, you get what I'm saying. On and on like that. But in Longrich, you can carry everybody along. Focus on your 3, the 3 focus on the 3, and then all efforts go down. It reaches your people. So there are a lot. In many of those other platforms, you hear, people can win all paid trip. People can win this, win that you never saw. There was one, the first award ceremony that they did. That was the end of the business. After the award, the man just destroyed everything. But I can count the number of awards. In Longrich, it's not they say. You will taste it. You will feel it. You will have it. In no time, when you are sincere, when you give testimonies of your bosses, of your leaders, within a short time, you start giving people your own personal testimony. That is Longrich for you. It's different. It's different. Very different. Thank you.
Wow, if we leave you to go on and on, it's amazing. But I'm wondering, in this period of being on Longrich, what is now, I know there are no secrets to success, but what are the keys to succeeding so far on this platform?
Yes. Basically, you must be ready to learn. It's only those who learn that can succeed. Success doesn't jump on people. You must stoop to conquer. You must have leaders. You cannot stay, there is no Lone Ranger, no Robinson Crusoe. You can't stay in an island and think you will make it. It's not possible. There are people before you. There are people above you. There are people beside you that know this business more than you. Learn from them. Age, your position, your career, forget it. You may be anything in other field. When you come to a new place, bring yourself down. It's only if you are ready to learn. That's why you can go far. The success we achieved, myself, my husband, my team, is because we are able to learn. We are ready to learn. And we got it. We got it. I thank God for those that we came under, our grand upline, Mrs. Jengu Emere, she spent on us. She didn't withhold anything. And not only that, we have people where we find ourselves in a team, CIG, that we have on top of us a provost, a teacher. When you are under a teacher, you can't miss your way. I mean, person of 3SD, they spent on us. You can't but succeed. Not only that, you must be sincere. Sincerity is very important. Don't deceive people. Tell people the truth. Don't deceive people to get their money so that you can grow. Tell them the truth. Make everything open. Then have sincere desire to help others. What drove us, what really helped us was, wow, these products, they are wonderful. This person will need these products. This person has this challenge. This product will be of help. Those were our whys, why we're running after people, calling people, come. Because, okay, some, they have financial challenge. Come, this platform can help you. I've known people who have tried other platforms and they failed. I saw this, I said, come, this one will help you to forget all the things you have suffered in other platforms. This can be a time or a payback for you. And other people, they will say, come and use Longrich products. Those were our secrets: sincerity, openness, and sincere love for humanity, readiness to help, and be ready, be teachable. You will succeed.
Wow, be teachable, you will succeed. I hear you. I hear be ready to learn, stoop to conquer. No matter what you have achieved, leave it aside and get ready to learn.
Yes.
Roll up your sleeves,
Yes.
follow your leaders, be sincere to people, and be sincere to help people. Very key issues.
Yes.
I thank you so much. But yes, it sounds all so rosy. Has it always been so rosy? Have there been challenges? How did you handle those challenges?
There's nothing good that comes easy. No. Funny enough, even those who even engage in vices, they don't find it easy either. Though somebody wants to rob. Is it easy to leave the comfort of your home in the dead of the night to go to somebody's? Anything can happen to you. So nothing in life is easy. So if I've been in my place of work, I've put up like 26 years, where I'm working presently. I often say, if I had discovered and if I come across this platform years gone by, I think I will have gone further than where I am now. So has it been easy? No, but I've been doing it. So nothing comes easy. I'm also, our industry is an industry that has been bastardized. And so you cannot but find people not believing you. And you remember when I was making my presentation, I briefly talked about my constituency, civil servants. We in the civil service, many of us, we can't see beyond our nose. So it's very difficult, and those are my immediate, environment. When I come on board, those are people that I had to prospect. You find it hard to convince them. They are not ready to take risk. And if you are surrounded by people who are not ready to take risk, it will be difficult for you to persuade them to come on board. But the determination that others have succeeded, I often, the story we normally sing to ourselves, in my home and also in my team, is the story of Ima and Emanuela Eduru. Those were our music. We will say, if Ima and Emanuela Eduru could make it, why can't I? I should be able to make it. We related with their stories. They didn't hide their stories from us. We knew they didn't become what they are overnight. They too had their beginning. And we believe that if they could have such a beginning and they are what they are today, we too can have it. So throughout all the difficulties, sorry, can you still hear me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Throughout all the difficulties, people say no to you, you move ahead. You go elsewhere. It doesn't mean they won't come. There are a number of people who said no initially. Together, we are on board together today. So there are difficulties, but if you are determined, you are focused, you know where you are going. You want to make it. You have a goal. Then you will not be distracted by those difficulties. There are lots. I won't waste your time telling you by one.
Listening to you, no time is wasted at all. But you said something that I want to pick you on again. Having been surrounded by the civil servants that are not risk takers, how then have you been able to build your team?
Okay. So what we did essentially was to go beyond our immediate environment. Within a short, I told you we were taught. We're so lucky. Within a short time, we got ourselves we found ourselves in the best hands. When we came on board, the person that brought us in, person of Dr. Jane Umiri, I can't have this call without mentioning her name, without acknowledging the role she played. She took us we had boot camp, yeah. She organized boot camp, all expense paid boot camp for us. And thank God for our 3 SD and my 2 SD, boss lady, Manuela. They camped us in a co-hotels. And it's like they almost split our head to pour everything Longrich inside. So when we got the fire, and they made us, to have goals. You want to have goals. When we came back, we had to now call ourselves. And one of the recommendations was that go and read GoPro by Eric Wall. We did. And we realized that, number one, you have to list all your contacts. Think beyond your immediate environment. Don't depend on immediate family or whatever. Think of people. And that was just what we did. We went all out. Within a short time, we visited Taraba, we went to Adedokun, we're going all around, going everywhere, going beyond our immediate environment. And those were where we got our first set of downline that signed up before those in the immediate environment started responding. There are some, I knew those of us that were in one platform or the other, and we became disappointed together. I invited them to my sitting room. I gave them the little I could say, the testimony of my leader. I gave it to them. Those that believe, maybe one or two of them, we started together. That was how we started.
Wow. So I hear you, catch the fire, have your goals, but something very instructive, follow instructions. That was very key. And then go beyond your immediate. So, ma'am, before I throw it on to Simply Seton, let's give it 5 minutes to tell us. So I'm a new person. I've been invited to this call. So I just want you to just do very briefly in 5 minutes, the compensation plan.
Okay, our compensation plan is very simple and straightforward. Simple and straightforward. We have 6 levels, packages, through which you can sign up. The list is for you, maybe you're a student, you don't have much. You start with starter combo. That's just for PV, 14,000 on the average now. But when you start up like that, you cannot say you are a member yet. You still have to work, get those products, sell them, use it to buy more and upgrade yourself. Upgrade until you get to Q Silver. Q Silver, that's minimum of 60 PV. And by the time you spend like average of 45,000 naira, you get there. That is where the business starts. Is at the point of Q Silver, we see you as a partner in Longrich. And then with your Q Silver, 60 PV, you earn your weekly bonus 8% for performance bonus, 10% for for the other bonus. Then another, if you want to go further, because the bigger your package, the amount you're able to come in, the better for you. You move to silver, you can come in through silver, and you can also go into silver level. Silver, that's 120 PV, and by the time you are spending average of 90,000, depending on your products. That's the beauty in Longrich. We don't force product through your throat. You choose the products of your desire. And all our products that's designated with PV. Every product has its own PV attached to it. So when I tell you 60 PV, 120 PV, 0 PV, it means the number of products that you buy. When we add all the PV together, if it is in the range of 120 PV and above, then you are coming in as a silver. And then not only that, if you don't want to come in as a silver, you can come in, at the level of gold. Gold, that means you buy products worth 240 PV and above. And by the time you are spending an average of 180,000, you get there. And what is the benefit? You earn 10%. 10% of weekly performance bonus. If there are transactions under your team within a week, 10% of their transactions, you earn it. Then after gold, you have platinum. Platinum is from 720 and above, 720 PV. And that one will cost you average of 500,000 naira, depending on the number and the type of products that you go for. Then the highest is VIP, platinum. That's the peak. Whether you start from starter combo or you start from anyhow, the ultimate level is VIP. And that is the goal of everyone. In platinum, your weekly bonus is also 12%. In VIP, your weekly bonus is 12%. But the difference is that apart from your earning capacity of 12%, you are also seen as a global shareholder. There is 1% global share of sales every month. You will be a particular if you're a VIP platinum. And by the time you are spending between 1 million, 1.2 million, you can get VIP, and that will earn you 1,680 PV. And so There is no registration money in Longrich. You don't pay to join Longrich. Your first set of products, your first purchase, authorizes you, qualifies you to become a partner in Longrich. And it doesn't matter which level you start, you can keep on building on your PV. You are not forced to buy, you only buy when you need, and you buy what you need. And if you buy a product of 1 PV, it is added up to whatever you are. It is cumulative. And by the time you cumulate your PV, you get to VIP, you become a VIP Platinum. So that is our business. What do I call it? Sorry, that's how our structure is, and it is the same everywhere. PV is PV. Doesn't matter whether you're in Nigeria or you're in US or you're in UK or you're in Ghana. The PV is PV, and that is how it is. And by the time you can join gradually, you can be growing gradually, but never stay on your own until you become a VIP, because there are a lot of advantages in you becoming a VIP. Maybe you are here, you are a silver member, you are a gold member, but you must aspire to become a VIP. Thank you.
Wow. I knew we should have tagged this in master class. Because hearing this from an academic is just really, it's been so, but I enjoyed myself keeping quiet. Thank you so much, ma. Now, you talked about when your husband, Pastor Adedokun, brought this idea of business, and you are like,
yes,
they said they have products. Can you bring the products, let's use. Now, that means you must have been using these products for over 3 years now. And you seem to be in love with those products.
Oh.
Longrich has over 2,000 products, and we have over 100 in Nigeria. Now, the ones you've used, how well have they treated you? How well have you enjoyed them? Then the testimony, you sent in a picture, which I'm going to show now. And that's another miracle entirely about the products. So go ahead, ma'am.
When you're asking me, I have been Longrich product. I am proudly products of my products. I love Longrich products. Longrich products, they testify to themselves. You don't need anybody. Longrich products don't need any much persuasion. Taste will make you to believe. When I'm handling alcohol seminars locally here, often I tell them the number of Longrich products I use per day. Talking from my soap, my cream, name it. But because of time limits, I will zero in my testimony on the picture I sent to you. Let me just zero in and use it to wrap up my experience with Longrich products. I've been to a boutique to buy clothes before and just changing, that's how I sign up the owner of the boutique, because how can somebody be like this? What are you using? I say it's Longrich products. That's how she signed up. You see here, February 5th, 2021, I had an accident and I got ankle fracture, and I had to be in a cast for 8 weeks. By the time the cast was removed, I couldn't believe what I saw. This leg that you are seeing, yes, where the cursor is, it was scaling, rescaling, that the whole floor will be filled up. It was serious. I was wondering, hey, how will I be able to have a change of this skin? I started using, it's a long story. Number one, I thought immediately they removed the POP that will be up and doing. It wasn't so. This leg that you are seeing, it will be swollen so big. My boss lady, Mrs. Manuela Iduru, called me and said, do you have your snake oil? I said, yes. What about your panty line? I said, yes, I have. He said, use them. Use the snake oil to rub the place and put your panty liner, activate it and put it there. You will see the difference. By that time, I started going back to work. By the time every time I came back, you see my leg swollen up, heavy, and it will be emitting heat, serious one. That day, immediately I came back, I applied the snake oil. I activated panty liner. I placed it on the top at the spot. Before I knew it, she said, after some time, remove it, see the difference, okay? I did exactly like that. I had to call people at home. I said, come and see miracle. The swell came down. The heat that was emitting, everything became calm. That was why from that day, I started using, anytime I was going, I was using, using prayer socks. I will activate panty liner, use snake oil to rub it, activate my panty liner, put it and wear socks on top of it to work. And that was what I was doing. Not only that, I was using SOD cream. I was using my rejuvenating oil. Yes, I was bathing. I still bathe with bamboo soap. I bathe with bamboo soap. I use my SOD for cream. I use my rejuvenating oil. I started within a short time. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm talking about the physical appearance now. Within a short time, the skin came back. That is that. Then, by my age, my weight, everything, people thought I should still be able to use this stick today. But thank God for my Afro Soup Revival, my calcium, berry oil, my water. Sorry, I have so many. So you may find it difficult, showing those products, because this is my coming to Longrich is because of the products. Anyway, the product is my major reason for signing up to Longrich, and I'll never be disappointed. I'll never be disappointed. Call me to come and do demo of what's the so I'm at home with it. I'm at home with it. So within a short time, the day I dropped the stick, the walking stick, my colleagues at work, they were shouting, "Is it too soon? Why?" I said, "Don't worry, I'm okay. I'm okay." Today, I climb the stairs, I do everything, I jump up and down, They couldn't believe it. I said, "Please, that's my Longrich, I'm proudly Longrich. I am Longrich, you see? So the products, in fact, you get me excited when you ask me to talk about Longrich products. I can boldly say it. Is it the toothpaste? You want me to mention this toothpaste? I was doing my sabbatical, 2019. I was in my room. I've just mopped the room. I boiled water. There was hot water. I poured it on the bowl. I went inside the bathroom to bathe. There was a call. I came out to pick it. Before I knew, I slept. I landed on the hot water, all alone in the room. My whole body was on fire. Hot water, boiled water. I was wondering, what will I do? I picked my toothpaste. I used it to rub my body. Rub everywhere. I tell you, by the time I came back from work, I asked a friend to check. There was no sign of blister. No sign of blister, Not only that, I used to have sensitive tooth. I was using Sensodyne. The day I met Longrich, I stopped using Sensodyne. So there is power in Longrich product. Oh, no. So Longrich products, forget it. Now, Baba, forget it. Let me just stop at that.
When we asked, when Esdiana came up and we asked that, trying to compare, he said, Longrich is not comparing with anybody because Longrich dominates. And that's actually true. Until you taste, you will not know the ingredients in whatever you are shying away from. And the Yoruba used to say that you don't stay afar off to know someone. Same with Longrich products. You can't be looking at the way we are sharing the screen now, you are seeing it. If you have not tasted, I tell people I use products, Longrich product, 14 to 17 per day. People wonder how is it true? I said, yes. If my supplements are complete, I use, yes, to brown it to everything. Thank you so much, Ma. It's been really awesome. We wish we could continue, but because of our time, we may just have to, I would have loved to ask you one or two questions, but because of our time, and the 3SD also has something to say. Now, you'll be saying some things from the challenges, from team building, how Dr. Onwumere has actually helped your coming up with your husband and your team members, even to the boot camp and all that. And I remember the 3 years you have talked about that. You were in a hotel and suite, and for like 48 hours, it was even standing with doing the boot camp with the energy shoes and all that. People wonder how you could stood for so long. Now, some on this call, they have signed up really. They are into the business, but it's not really, how would I put it? Maybe recruiting for them is difficult, or they are struggling in the business. What would be your advice for them?
My advice would be never give up. It's not the day you start making effort that you see the results, but don't give up. You know, often what I've discovered is that when people join Longrich newly, they're excited. Some are very excited, they will run. But after some times, when they don't see commensurate results to their efforts, they get discouraged and they give up. No, that is wrong. You know, by the time you are telling people you are excited, you will not get immediate results. But if you keep at it, identifying with the products, identify with the business, always make yourself available for training. There are times you get discouraged, you are down because of the way things are. But when you come on call like this and you hear other people's testimonies, you hear what others are saying, what they are doing, you get charged, you get encouraged. That's why normally you don't need somebody to persuade you to attend meetings like this, because this is where we get ourselves charged. You charge, you are recharged, and then you move out to do something. So never give up. Things may not be working as you expect, but the time when the result will be coming, you'll be surprised. There are people you will talk to, they will tell you no. Few months, few weeks, few years after, they will be the one to call you. I've experienced it. They are the one that will call you and say, please, you talk to me about this opportunity. What about it? I'm interested now. But if you never did, if you never talked to them, or if you talk to them, you gave up, they will not remember you. But if you stick at it, you are still doing what you can do. You are making yourself available for training. You are spending. You must spend. Nothing comes cheap. If you don't invest, you can't get return. Investment, comes before return. You must invest. Invest in the sense of make yourself available. I will be on the call. You spend now. You spend on data. There are times you have opportunity to attend seminars. Take yourself there. Be there. Interact. Before you know it, you start seeing the return on those efforts. So whoever is there, if you are not making it, don't give up. And then our strength lies in different ways. Some are good in one-on-one, prospecting. Some are good in online prospecting. Some are good. There are different ways. Find your own niche. Find your way, your area of strength, and work on it. You will succeed. It's a platform that is free for everybody. Once you don't give up, you will make it. It may be slow, it may not be as early as Mr. XYZ, but you will still get there.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much. God bless you. In fact, you made it easy for us to learn from you. You came down to our level because we know the caliber of person you are. We know the people you take we take on. When we spoke on Monday, and speaking with you was another lecture entirely. I'm confessing to you openly now. Speaking with you that day was another lecture entirely. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much. People are excited. People are excited. The nuggets are full. Now, to get more of this, or when the recorded version is put on YouTube, you subscribe to Longrich CIG on YouTube. Click on like, subscribe, and click on the notification button to get notified when we upload our videos. Thank you so much, Mrs. Olufunso Adedokun. We don't take your comment for granted at all. Thank you so much. So, Mrs. Olufunso Adedokun mentioned the husband brought the business to her. She didn't want to take it at first, but eventually she did. And today is another story. So we welcome Pastor Dr. Festus Adedokun. Please, what can you say has the journey been in the last 3 years?
Well, I want to thank God for the opportunity of Longrich. When I was invited by my mentor and my boss in the free, that's a P1 group, the person of Dr. Mrs. Jane Onwumere, just as my wife has mentioned, I didn't know what was there in it for me at first. But the first lecture I attended, the first seminar, it was anchored by Ambassador Adao Rano. The way she handled that presentation was phenomenal. And I was immediately attracted to the business. The demonstration, the way it demonstrated the pie cup, green sanitary napkin, the panty niner, and all the rest, it was wow. And I felt if these products are this, wonderful, then I believe I can run with them and I can, take it to people for their benefits. And I want to tell you, I have a lot of testimonies with the products. There are people have given the products to that have been healed of various ailments, diseases, and illnesses. And the products themselves have been highly beneficial to me myself. Before 2019, my common sickness used to be malaria. By genotype, I am AA. And whenever mosquito bites me, it takes just 2 weeks for, the poison to incubate in the body, and I will fall sick of malaria. I used to be a malaria customer. But right from 2019 that I came across Longrich, and I've been using my pie cup, I've never had malaria for one single day. This is 4 years running, 2019 to 2022. I've never had malaria. In my family, we used to have family doctor. That is a physician, that takes care of us whenever we had health issues. But since 2019 to date, my family doctor has lost his job. We don't have family doctor again. Nobody falls sick in my family again. Even if there was any challenge, just go and take your pie cup and take water from me, and that was the end. So for the products,
all right, Doctor, I know it may be easy. It may not be easy to get a pastor, a PhD holder, to come and talk in 20 seconds. We converted to 20 minutes. Thank you so much, sir. We just want to appreciate you at least for seeing the vision in this. And I think your team members are actually grateful tonight and what you've taken them through the years. We also pray for more grace, and in the nearest future, we'll hear your bang star director knocking, and we'll celebrate you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you.
Oluwayomi, please. Thank you so much, ma, and thank you so much, sir. When you started talking, I said to myself, let's just start season 2 almost immediately. Thank you so much for saying yes to this platform and saying yes to this particular edition. Thank you, ma. You added so much value, and sir, I doff my heart. God bless you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, I'll call on the 3SD to come up, but before it does, I need to play a video.
Made in Warri is an autobiography of an outstanding product typified in a personality called Emmanuel Eduru. Birthed in a modest but humble background into a world where taking destiny in the hand pays. The audacity to defy discouragements, ignore life's hiccups, and confront disenchantment gave way to dogged zeal for innovation, resilience, and entrepreneurship. His youthful endowments were channeled into beneficial ventures that proved wise moves over time. Those that had close relationship to this character could testify to the fact that he was made in Warri. Our understanding is that of a determined lad who had to be an active participant in his family's endeavors and progressively became independent and contributory. There was no doubt that he is a selfless and foresighted young man with enormous grace. To read more, please do get a copy of the book Made in Warri.
I welcome the 3SD, Emmanuel Eduru, as the Chief Servant of CIG and the author of the book Made in Warri. Also the founder of Emmanuel Eduru Foundation, a foundation that caters for widows and orphans. You're welcome, boss.
Thank you very much. I want us to do this for the speaker, our guest for today. If you know you got value from today's session, please type 555. 555 as a sign of appreciation for our speaker. 555. 555. If you got value, let's do it for our speaker, because 5-star is the highest rank you can get, and we want her to get there. The best we can do for her is to wish her to get there, and she will get there, because I know the fire in her. Sometimes they are the source of my encouragement. You know, where your team members, you know, collaborate properly, it makes the leader to find it easy to lead. So these are people that are actually inspiring me in this business, and also the leaders. They are independent in their decisions. They've seen where they are going, and the direction is very clear for them. So please type 555. She is worth it. We heard from Dr. Adedokun. That is the man himself. Nobody can stop him. He's a moving train. Upline cannot stop him. Sideline cannot stop him. Downline cannot stop him. Even the MD or chairman, they cannot stop him, because he does what he's supposed to do. And the company, because it's an automated system, do their own part. And that is what everybody is looking for. Not when you work and they will begin to delay your salary and all that. This is not so. Every Thursday, it has never failed. For 8 years, I've been in this company. I think they have also seen the same thing. 8 good years I've been here. No Thursday. And if they will fail, they will, for one day, they will give apology on time. Nobody does that in where this part of the world we come from. So, ma'am, we are very grateful to the Adedokuns. You people have really shown us that, yes, you know, humility pays, and also humility can take us to any part of this world. You have humbled yourself to allow us, you know, Minos, to lead, you know, and also guide us when we are making mistakes. We say thank you. We don't take it for granted. Your coming into the business actually helped to build the Southwest axis of CIG solidly. Today, we can confidently say, yes, CIG is well represented in the entire Southwest. That is a big one for us, you know. So we thank you for all you do. The trainings, in fact, your trainings are consistent, and you said it all. You see, I can just repeat some of the things you said. Those things are fantastic. Only the wise take risk. The more knowledge you have, the more wisdom you get. There's no two ways about that. Without knowledge to apply skill, you will not get a commensurate result, which is very, very key. And that is why knowledge impartation is what CIG is known for. Because if you keep impacting knowledge, that which is missing will definitely be covered. It is only through knowledge we can actually use to win this business. That is the secret of this business. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. And that was why I told Mrs. Dr. Owumere, I said, look, if you know you want these people to have it all in one go, like a combo, then we have to do marathon. And she said, no problem. 2 days locked up in Sheraton, in a hotel, and it's good to go. And you can see after there was nothing to learn again, the remaining things is go and apply them. And that is just it until date. Most of the people that came for that program, they are still in the business today. We thank God. We appreciate the need for freedom. You said it. We should always be ready to take risk. That is you, and that is why you succeed. And your life testimony was mind-blowing. I know my wife told me about it when she was asking me, what can somebody have said? But I didn't really know who she was. But later she told me you were the one. And but today I'm hearing the testimony because I didn't have time to see them and say what really happened. But I knew there was a time you had leg issue and all that. But today I heard this testimony for the first time. Although this is not the first time I'm getting testimonies from Longrich, but they keep coming new. It looks new as it comes, when we see things like this. And why will you stop with this kind of testimony? And with all these testimonies, living testimonies from people that are alive, we are hearing from them. It gives us hope, the courage to continue. We say thank you on behalf of CIG Global. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. We are grateful. God bless the Adedokuns. God bless Gola Shivas. God bless Life Changers team. Thank you for what you people are doing for CIG. Thank you, Ima Junior Omonotomo, for always being there, ensuring that all the nitty-gritty, while they are busy, you are putting things together. Thank you, and making the team to have so much multiplication, multiple qualifications and all that. Thank you. We appreciate you. Now, there was a video that was played before the beginning, at the beginning of the program, the session today. And it is about a man who decided to raise funds for polio. He's a UK national, although I think he's a Nigerian that naturalized in the UK, and decided to go on bike from UK to Nigeria by road. When we first heard about it, we thought he was joking. Now, when the man started talking, when he arrived in Nigeria, the BBC Pidgin was interviewing him, and he said things that made me to be humble. He talked about the preparation he made before he embarked on the journey. He thought about, if I had a punctured tire in the desert, what happens? Who will fix it for me? He has to go and learn how to fix tire, how to become a vulcanizer. He has to go and learn how to repair a bike. It took him 1 year to be learning all this. He went online, started looking out for the hospitals on that route, police station on that route, where he would need to stay when he gets into any country, and the countries. He was doing all these studies. He did a lot of research work, prepared fully. Then he said he heard a lot of stories. What people were telling him about Africa, in fact, is enough to get him discouraged. But he went ahead, did his due diligence, and he was able to come across his destination. Now, he gave some advice. He said, look, never give up. Challenges will always be there, but he accomplished his mission. Today, he is being celebrated. How does this message translate to us? There will be challenges in our business. Challenges will always be there. Challenges comes in different forms. It will come in form of discouragement. It could come in form of people around you are really, really killing your morale. It could come in form of even the management being the ones that are even destroying your morale. Meanwhile, the business system is not the problem. It could be your upline, it could be your team member, it could be your sidelines, it could be anybody, it could be your family members. the challenges are coming from. But again, let's look at this. When there is problem, what do? Spend 10 minutes talking about the problem, but spend the remaining 50 minutes to talk about the solution. I am saying this because a whole lot of people are discouraged because of little issues here and there. Some people even forgot that there was COVID restriction. As we speak, China is still under lock and key. No movement, nothing goes out, nothing comes in. But what we are saying here is, when there is crisis, what do? There is a lot of problems with pricing, product pricing. Yes, that is the challenge we are facing now. Business is war. And because business is war, you need to develop innovative strategy for you to be able to overcome. Now, this is it. People who did so much investments are the ones throwing out their product to get rid of them so that it does not expire in their hands. These products have expiring dates. A whole lot, billions were invested. And these same people never loved to do the business again because they thought it was a get rich quick. So now that they are selling, we cannot stop them from selling what they paid for. But at the same time, we will have to educate our people that what those people are selling does not have PVs. Assuming that they are selling genuine products, not fake. It doesn't have PVs. And why we are in this business is because of the PVs. We are making PVs to build the future. The PVs I did 8 years ago is still counting for me. It's over tens of millions, still counting and growing me and putting me at a position where I would love to be. So when you educate people properly in this kind of situation, they will not see reasons why they should remain in business. If it is just to buy toothpaste and use, we can easily go to supermarket and buy the toothpaste or go to any shop and buy the toothpaste. But we are buying because there is a point that we get in return. So we need to educate people that if you are not doing with PVs, that is when you will not say, okay, that is preferable for me. But if you want to build a sustainable business that will last you for the next 50 years, then we are talking about do business with PVs. What we advise in this kind of situation is for us to overcome. While we wait for these people to exhaust their product, we educate our people how to navigate the troubled waters until we cross to the other side. How do we do that? Don't tell people to be doing VIP. Let them buy 60 PV, 120 PV, max gold, 240 PV. When they come in with those products, they finish it, they buy again. As they buy, they can be upgrading gradually with whatever they are buying. So everybody keep it so simple at this point to be able to what? Weather the storm. See, when an aircraft, cargo aircraft, flies to deliver the cargo and it is returning, sometimes they have to load the cargo aircraft with certain things just to give it some weight, and it should not be too light to fly back. What does that mean? You have to try as much as possible to occupy yourself with something until we cross this period. It will not last. It is just a phase. All we need to do is educate the people that it is PV's business we are doing. We are building. The only thing is we will be slower in putting blocks on top of blocks. We will go for minimum PVs, 60 PVs, combo, let people upgrade. The more people do it, the more we will be safe and we will cross the waters. Now, how do you get this knowledge to be able to weather the storm? You will get this knowledge only when you are always attending meetings. Now we have been able to prevail on management in Lagos to open the office for us to be having physical trainings. And these physical trainings will go a long way to open up the communication channels between the company and the people, including prospects. So people, wherever you find yourself in this world, if you have prospects in Nigeria, you can actually send them to that place, connect them with any leader, and they attend the meetings, and you will still grow your business. You don't need to panic. No matter the crisis, I keep telling you, it is at this point in time we do a lot. It is at this point of crisis we innovate ideas that will take us to a higher level than where we were before. Now there is Car Award, Longrich Nigeria Car Award, which is going to take place on the 18th of this month. The next day, the staff directors will be taken to the factory to see what is happening there. Now, we want to advise every team member globally, make sure you are represented either by yourself or by your team members or by your prospects in that event. The essence of event is this. Number one, it helps to boost the morale of the people promoting the brand, which are the partners. Number two, it helps to silence the rumors that this company is down and they are out. Number three, it helps you to get prospects, quality prospects who will see things live and direct and say, look, I am ready to pull this business with you. They will see different people, they will see crowd and say, wow, if things like this are happening, then where have I been? That is the essence of event. And Eric Ward told us, in team building, attending company events is very, very important. It is mandatory, it is compulsory, and it is sacrosanct. So it is advisable everybody key into this. Next week, I and some other directors will be going on air live to ensure that every person understand why they should key into that car award. Is very important. Ticket is 2,000. Raffle draw is there. You have Artemisin soap attached to each ticket, and also there are a lot of prizes to be won. Over 100 consolation prizes, apart from the first to third prize. So everybody, please take it serious. If you have not been celebrated from Diamond 4 and above, you qualify for car, you qualify for trip 2 years ago, 1 year ago, you have not been celebrated anywhere you are in Nigeria, this is the time. Ensure you key in and attend. Thank you, and God bless you all. Please don't fail to be attending Zoom meetings or any other meetings that your team leaders are calling you to attend. Thank you so much, Mr. Seton. Thank you, Oluwayomi Ute. Thank you, all partners that have been on ground since the beginning of the meeting. We are grateful. We are grateful for all the crews behind the studio that make these things to work out for us every Sunday. God bless you all, and good night. Have a pleasant good night.
Thank you so much. For the book, to get a copy, we are all in various locations, and you can get it on Amazon, you can get it on Okada Books. 103 Ojo Elegba in Surulere is the main place you can get it. You have it in Owerri, you have it in Enugu, we have it in Port Harcourt, and we have in the UK as well. So reach out to your upline to get the book. Buying the book will not give Ima Eduru any money, but for the less privileged to enjoy from that proceed. Thank you so much once again to Mrs. Olufunso Adedokun for coming on board. And thank you everyone on this call tonight. I saw some names, but I can't be able to mention. Thank you, thank you. Join us again next week.
Thank you.